Hello everybody, I'm here today for the Thankful Challenge tag that is being hosted by Lala's Creation 12, which is also Shaniqua. Um, so the challenge was more or less to just talk a little bit, answer some questions that she's got, and also, kind of say what you're thankful for. So we're going to start off with the first question, and that is my name, and it is Carmen. I just go by Elemental Designs here on YouTube, but my mother given name is Carmen. I live in New York. The city is Poughkeepsie. What I'm most thankful for is everything at this point in time. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for my children. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm thankful for my YouTube family. I'm thankful for, the gift of creativity. I'm thankful that I'm able to share with you guys, all the things that are in this little crazy head of mine. I'm thankful for so many things. I'm thankful to have a stable roof over our heads. I'm thankful for stability and friendships and family and love and understanding, compassion. I'm I'm grateful for so many things. Most importantly, though, what I'm the most grateful for this year is my son's health. Many of you guys don't know this, but my son was born with a health problem. He's 18 now, but the beginning of the year was very touch and go for us, and we didn't know what was going to happen. But through a lot of prayer and through a lot of begging to God, he made it through. So we still have him, which is an awesome thing, and he has improved a great deal. So yeah, that's one of the things that I'm most thankful for. And the to kind of finish off that topic, the next thing that I'm thankful for is my girls. They're awesome girls. They're so loving. I mean, all my kids are very loving. They show me every day how much they appreciate their mom and their dad, which is an awesome thing. It's kind of hard to find, at least from what I experience with other people. They're awesome. They're really awesome, and I'm most thankful for my family. So, let's see. Places. What place do you feel the most thankful for? Overall, my home. We lived in a very small space. We're a large family. We're a family of 5, and we lived in a very tiny apartment for like 10 years. It was getting to the point that it was claustrophobic in there. You couldn't walk 2 steps without stepping or stumbling or falling into somebody else, which is why I didn't have a YouTube channel before where I was sharing, because I didn't have the space to store anything. So what I'm most thankful for, especially in this year, is having a larger apartment. God saw it that we were able to move, and he facilitated, all the steps that we needed in order to find a bigger place to live. And because of that, my creativity has been able to flourish, has been able to more or less be unleashed, if you will, because I have the room now. I don't have a lot of room, but I do have a space, which is the second thing I'm thankful for, is my crafty little nook that I have, where I pretty much, get to play around and do all kinds of, fun things. So yeah, let's see what the next question is. If you could redo one thing, what would it be and why? If I could redo one thing, that's a tough one. Because life is a domino effect, right? So if you push one domino, it's definitely going to push on the next. So changing one event could most likely change everything else. So, I guess if I could change one thing, it would have been to finish college. I started, when I was younger, but I never was able to finish. because I had to deal with so many things going on with my son. Then I attempted to do it again, and then things started falling backwards again, so I wasn't able to finish the second time. So if there was one thing that I could have changed, it would have been, I guess, the ability to, you know, finish all the way through and through. So yeah, let's see what was the next question. Pumpkin or apple pie? I like both. You know, sweet potato pie is something that you can more or less get all year round. But the pumpkin pie is something that kind of gets done more for the holidays. But I do like both, and like now that it's Thanksgiving, it's gonna be Thanksgiving. I make both. So that's a tough one for me. And I said sweet potato pie. What am I talking about? This is pumpkin or apple pie. See, I got my mind somewhere else. Apple pie, I guess if it's between pumpkin and apple, I rather have pumpkin. I like pumpkin, I like sweet potato pie. To me, they're like the same almost. Even though they're not. Apple pie, I like, but it's not really my favorite. My favorite dish, I would have to say, is anything that my mother makes. Everything that my mother makes. Yeah. So I don't have like a favorite. Anything that my mom throws, even if it's white rice with some scrambled eggs, is my favorite dish. So yeah. What product do you use on a daily basis? I would have to say glue. My glue is definitely one of those products that I use on a daily basis. Because I don't art journal every single day. I create mixed media on and off, but I'm always gluing something down. I find that I'm always gluing something down. So definitely my glue. The double-sided tape is something that I use, but more often than not, I will go to the glue only because it sticks better. And I have the fine line glue finally, so it's not so messy anymore. Before, when I didn't have the fine line glue, the fine line tip for the bottle, I would probably say that the tape was probably better for me because I didn't want to make such a mess. But now that I have the little fine line tip, that has made my life beautiful. So right now, it's my glue. What are you most grateful for in 2016? I guess that kind of goes back to the first one for what I'm most thankful for. And again, it's definitely the health of my family, the fact that we're all still together, the fact that we're all still here, and my home and my crafty space, and you know, that's pretty much, that kind of sums it up for me in that department. If you could do or give one thing, what would it be and why? If I could do or give one thing, what would it be? Well, if I can give anything, I would give anybody anything that I have. That's just off the gate. I don't have no problem with partying because God always finds a way to make sure that somehow if I really need it, it comes back to me. So I have no qualms with partying with anything. If it's something that I can give, you know, if it's in my position to give it, to facilitate it, you know, to assist in any way, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But as far as specifics, that's kind of hard for me to answer. That's kind of hard for me to answer because it's like the number one thing that you will give is like $1 million, right? If you could do it, you would give it. But I need $1 million myself, so I don't have it to give right now, unfortunately. But who knows, you know? You never know. So, but for the most part, yeah, I mean, that's a tough one. Lala, you picked some good ones here. You picked some good questions. If I could do or give anything, what would it be? Well, me and my husband always talked about, like, if we was to ever, like, hit the lotto, you know how you always have those conversations, if you was to, like, ever hit the lotto, if you was to ever find yourself in a position of financial stability, like, what would you do? And one thing that we always said we would do is go back to where we used to live, and around Christmas time, like, fill up, like, 2 U-Haul trucks with, like, Christmas presents and food and clothes, and just go to, like, where we used to live, you know, where we had our hardest time, where we had our most trying times, and go back to that place and just make somebody else's life a little bit easier, at least for that time. So I think that if there's one thing that I could do, is to have the ability to give forward in a more substantial way that really does impact a person's life and really does help their life easier, you know, make it easier in one way or another, in however way that could be. So that's definitely a goal for us, for the future or for the present or for whenever it is made available for us to be able to assist or be there or give or whatever the case may be. Even now with the little things, you know, it's, you know, if you need it, just say the word. If you see it that I have it, just say the word and you shall receive it. So for the most part, that kind of sums it up for me. And I want to say thank you to Miss Shaniqua for hosting this awesome, thankful tag challenge. And with that being said, I tag you. So if you're watching this video and you don't know who Lala's Creations 12 is, I will leave a link to the video for her challenge down below, and I will also leave a link for her channel. She is an awesome person, and she is extremely generous in giving herself, and she's going to be doing an awesome thing, which I will let her explain to you. But let's just say that she's going to be impacting some people's lives this year, and she's going to be bringing smiles to many faces, and I hope that you reach your goal. And I will see you guys on the next one. Ciao for now.